This video is for part 1 of the Game of Life assignment. It will be focusing on the budget section. However, in order to complete the budget section, you must have completed all of part 1, all of part 2, and the first half of part 3. Otherwise, you won't have the numbers to fill this out. Keeping in mind that I chose some random numbers for some of this, so your numbers may be different. In fact, they should be different. If they're the same, you will be getting a 0 on this assignment. So I'm going to have my utility costs that I calculated on the front half of part 1 by adding up together all my utility bills and then rounding it to the nearest dollar. I also have my shopping bill, which you will calculate by choosing your 4 items and adding them all together. I just did a rough estimate, and that's where I got the 300 from. You'll get your school loan and your income from part 2. So my school loan was $237 per month, and my income is $1,514.74. Now this is paid semi-monthly. That means you're getting paid twice a month, once on the 1st and a second time on the 15th. That's why income is listed twice here. So I'm going to take the amount for my income and write it in twice. So $1,514.74 for each of these. My rent and mortgage were calculated on the first half of part 3. I figured out I have a total monthly mortgage payment of $1,521. So I'm going to write that in here, $1,521. Once you have all these numbers, you can actually take these numbers and go ahead and copy them into the second column. So 1,514.74, 237, 1,521, 308, and 300. This last line has to do with the life event from the first half of part 3, where you get 2 random numbers between 1 and 12, and those tell you what your life events are. I got number 2, which is needing to make home repairs. Again, I remind you, if you chose to rent a home, you do not have to pay this amount. You'll just write renting home repairs $0. However, since I chose to buy my home, I will have to pay it. So I'm going to put negative, it's important you put that negative, $370. My second event was selling some old toys on eBay and making a little bit of money, so that's going to be adding $90. Make sure you specify whether you're adding or subtracting it. Now I can actually see how I'm going to, whether I'm going to make money or lose money, and how much it's going to grow or shrink by. So you're starting off with $1,000, and then all of this is being applied to it. Notice over here on the left, it says whether you're adding or subtracting these numbers. So I'm going to take my calculator, and I'm going to start with $1,000. Then I'm going to add in my income, so 1,514.74, and I'm going to add that in twice. Now, when you have a long string of numbers like this, you could technically go ahead and type them all in at once and then hit enter and just get one number. However, I am paranoid and want to make sure I'm typing it incorrectly and not skipping anything, so I'm going to be doing it a couple numbers at a time. So I'm going to go ahead and hit enter. That's how much I have after I get both paychecks. So I'm going to take this number and then start subtracting my costs. So 4,029.48 minus 237 minus 1,521 minus 308 minus 300. That gives me $2,263.48. So I'm going to now I'm going to add my life event to that. I'm going to subtract $370. In case you didn't know, you don't actually have to retype that. You can just press whatever you want to do to it, and an A and S automatically uses whatever number was here last. So that's going to give me $1,893.48 at the end of the month. So $1,893.48. Now, this is remaining balance is going to be my starting balance for the next month. So I'm going to take this number and copy it up here. $1,893.48. Now I'm going to do the same thing for the second month. I'm going to take this starting number, add my income, subtract my bills, add in my life event, and get my remaining balance. So let's do that. We're going to, since I already have this here as my last number, I'm just going to hit the plus sign. It gives me A&S plus, so it's using this number. 1,514.74 plus 1,514.74. Again, because I'm paranoid, I'm doing it in chunks. So I'm going to hit plus. Now I'm going to start subtracting my costs. Minus 237 minus 1,521 minus 308 minus 300 means before my life event I have $2,556.96. And then I'm going to do plus my $90. So that means after all this, I have $2,646.96. So I'm going to write that in. Now this is my final remaining balance. You will need this number to finish part 3 of the Game of Life. See that in the next video.